live now. We're going live.
Click the button to go live.
What are you drawing today?
I am doing the fifth, fifth character on my jobby.
We're going live. We're going live.
I think
now.
we're live, so
We're going live.
I never know how long it takes, so I bet the beginning of all these videos is so weird.
Oh yeah, we're live. We're rolling.
We're live. This is my last stream.
Hey, are we? Oh no, that's an old stream. What the hell?
Should be. Mine says live. Yeah, we're live.
Oh, we're showing. Okay, I saw Ash and I was like, oh no, this is the old stream because I know you're drawing the next box, but I just.
All right, everybody, welcome to the live stream. There'll be no live stream tomorrow, as tomorrow's my birthday. This will be the last stream of my 20s. This is the last day in my 20s, and I'm going to cry. Right, so let me go to Twitter to see who won in the voting.
Hello, Art with Derek. I like your avatar. Or your profile picture, whatever you want to call it, because it's Spidey from Spider-Man, the animated series.
Alright, we're drawing Axel from Streets of Rage today.
Axel from Streets of Rage?
Yep, that was your request.
Sounds good to me.
Oh!
We're going live.
Yeah!
We're going live. We're going live. We're going live.
No, I think I'm going to do classic Axel. Not going to do this new Axel with a big beard, I don't think so.
There's Axel with a beard now?
Yeah, in Streets of Rage 4, which is out.
Boo. Don't like it.
And he's got like a cut-off sleeve jean jacket. I'm not into his new look. I like classic blonde with the blue bandana and the white shirt, ready to kick some butt. Alright, let's get to it.
Hello, Tango Monk. Let's wish him a happy birthday, shall we? Will is going to turn 30 tomorrow, so happy birthday!
Thank you very much.
Should I send you a Spider-Man the Animated Series birthday card from when we were like kids?
Yeah, sounds good.
I bet they're worth so much money now. Well, not so much, but like the price of a card back then was
so much money now.
Shut the front door.
Wow, I mean, if you own one of those, you could buy a car.
I would say
maybe a house.
I would say that I just write in it, I hate you. What's up, Green Day? We're going live now. Happy birthday, people are saying.
Thank you very much.
So, how was the last day of your 20s?
I played a lot of fighting games with my wife today. We've been beating the crap out of each other in Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter and Injustice, and yeah, it's been fun.
Who did you play as in Injustice? Because I know I was chatting with you.
I played with loads of people. I was really good as Deathstroke.
He's good.
But I've been playing Injustice 2, and I played as every single turtle, and had so much fun. Like, being Mikey was just, it was great. Who's your favourite turtle, everybody? What do you know? I'm a Mikey guy. Who are you, Wig?
You know who I am.
Raphael, isn't it?
Yeah, I was as kids. I was always Raphael. Someone else wanted to be Raphael, I'd say, no, you're not Raphael. I am.
You were very selfish with what you wanted to be as kids.
Yeah, paid off.
What do you mean it paid off?
I get what I want. I see something, I go after it, and I'm like, that's mine and nobody else's. Got about that attitude, baby.
So you're proud of this?
Yeah, you don't deserve to be Raph, I do, so back off.
I never wanted to be Raph, actually.
No, I'm saying in general. I'm not saying.
As a kid, I was more of a fan of Leo, but as an adult, Mikey, I get him.
I'm joking.
He just wants to chill.
Yeah, no. As a kid, I think it's just because I connected so much with certain characters that I was just like, It was almost like, I love dressing up and like doing performances and stuff, and have always had like a love for the craft of like performing and acting and all of that. So I think that's what just went through my head as a kid. As I was like, if I'm going to dive into this, I'm gonna like go into it being the character I really want to be and embrace being that character as much as possible. We had a Ninja Turtle outfits, didn't we?
Yeah, really bad ones though.
Yeah, really bad ones, but we still had them and had like the puffy shell on the back and stuff.
can hear my dog outside my door.
She's a naughty geezer.
Proper naughty.
Red Hood is my dude in Injustice 2. Nice.
Oh yeah, because like I was having that was actually the most fun one I played, I think, because it was still had that Mortal Kombat feel, but it was a bit faster, and yeah, I was just having a really good time in that game.
Yeah, and there's loads of characters.
I tell you what, I love that we played Mortal Kombat XL, and I was playing as Predator. Oh, I had such a good time. But my wife was just like, I don't like this one. It's too violent. It's like watching a horror movie. I don't like it.
Green Day says, my favourite is a tie between Mikey and Raph, and Art with Derek said me is Leo.
Yeah, Leo,
no Donatello's.
Leo used to be on board. Well, Donatello is my wife's favourite one. And I found a lot of English people, Donatello is their favourite one. Don't know why.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder why that is, because...
Like all my mates at uni were like, oh yeah, Donatello, he's the best one.
Your mates at uni? I thought your mates at uni would love Michelangelo.
I know. No, they like Donatello. I don't know why, and my wife likes Donatello. I think it's the bow stuff. I think people just really dig the bow stuff.
Right. We're going live now. Oh, I can't stop singing that stupid song. We're going live. I'm trying to get comfortable here. Sorry, I'm all fidgety. I'm trying to get comfortable. My back, my neck, my back, my... and my crack.
I don't think you should say crack, but...
Oh, really? I can't say crack?
Alright, let's just stop saying it,
There's a crack in the wall. You said crap
I'm going to crack you in the wall in a minute.
You said crap earlier. So, there we go. What's it like being 30?
No, why don't you tell me? It just fell. Something big just fell.
Sometimes I've had people on the podcast be like, what did they say? They phrased it where, I've had a few people phrase it where they thought you were the older brother.
Right. Well, I think it's because I have a deeper voice than you do.
Well, you look older.
Well, it's on a podcast. They can't see me.
I know.
This fist I've drawn is a little bit too small. I don't want him to have little mini fists. Oh, I'm gonna beat you up with my mini fists.
Little mini fists. Tengu Monk said, I'm 40, ... Well, happy 40th, Tengu Monk. I know it's not your birthday, but congrats on making it to that milestone. A couple days ago, I had How You Remind Me by Nickelback stuck in my head. Oh.
Couldn't make it as a poor man stealing, and this is how you remind me. I love that little.
I will say that I had a Nickelback song stuck in my head, but it wasn't How You Remind Me. It was. And they say that
That's the best Nickelback song.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
You know what? Everyone always makes fun of Nickelback. I don't like that. Like, I'm not like super into their songs. But I did see the other day, I was on YouTube just watching just bands play music. And I saw Nickelback covers Sharp Dressed Man by ZZ Top. And I was like, I've got to see this. It's going to be a joke.
Oh,
It was actually amazing. It was so good. And the way he sung it sounded exactly like ZZ Top. He played the solo exactly the same, which I really appreciate. And I was like, do you know what, Nickelback? Props to you. And they were all dressed in like suits. Like, he's like, black suit. Black tie, black tie. And I was just like, yeah!
The nickel is back!
The nickel is back, baby.
And I don't care what I'm gonna do. You should get all dressed up for your 30th.
Should I?
Yeah, put on your wedding suit.
No, it's just been to the dry cleaner. I don't want to put on a fresh suit.
Just been to the dry cleaner? You mean 6 months ago went to the dry cleaner?
Yes.
Yeah. It's like, just. I bet you sent it to the dry cleaner after doing the James Bond event, which was like...
No, I didn't.
A half ago. Oh, okay.
It was after I went to the horse races, which was last... God. August?
Time has
When I say I did it, I mean my wife did it.
Otherwise, it'd still be smelling like the horse races.
nothing wrong with the smell of horse races, mate.
No,
So who here are Streets of Rage fans? Beat 'em up fans?
Streets of Rage.
How do you like me? How do you like me? Streets of Rage.
Oh, it's so easy to get.
I thought Ryu was gonna win. Why did I say that? Like, what's his name? Christopher Walken. Rio or Ryu?
Ryu or Rio? I don't know. I like that pose he's in. He's like, "Come on, let's go. I'm gonna fight ya."
Go!
Oh, I missed that game.
You can play it. You have a PlayStation.
What, you can get it on PS4?
Mm-hmm.
Ew, I did not know that.
On the it's on the Sega Genesis collection, which is probably like 15 quid or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And you, along with that, you get like all the classic games from that era. You're like, okay, I'm not gonna buy that.
Nope. I'm just going to live in the past and remember it for how it was. Art with Derek said, what pen are you using to do the sketch?
Right now I am using a Pilot Color Eno 0.7 pencil, and I like them very much.
Can you say that one more time?
A Pilot Color Eno... let me hold it up here. A Pilot Color Eno 0.7.
0.7.
It comes in many colours. I like blue.
Very good.
But I might try red, mate. I do like to draw in red.
Green Day said, I never heard of Streets of Rage until your first time bringing him up on a previous stream.
Oh, well, it's one of the best video games of all time, if not the best, in my opinion.
It's the best beat 'em up game. Actually, next to Ninja Turtles, does it beat Turtles?
It does. Trust me. I love that Turtles game, but when that music hits in Streets of Rage and you're going through and people are going, "Cop!" and you call in the people by accident and they go, and when the boss comes, it goes,
and then you call in the car, vroom, as it comes in.
And there's quite a satisfaction of getting far in that game as well. For me, it's just perfect.
Yeah. Green Day asks, Will, what do you play MK11 on and Injustice 2 on, PS4 or Xbox?
I've always been a PlayStation guy. The only Xbox I've ever owned, and I still have, is the original one, which is good. But when it comes to playing modern games, I'm a PS guy. Always have been, always will be.
Me too. Vroom. Just think of that car driving out. I'm thinking about hitting that button. I always used to hit it by accident.
You always hit it by accident.
And I was like, well, there goes my special. Wasted.
Now, I always thought you only had one special per round, but you don't. You have it one per life, which I found out last time I played, and I was like, what?
Yeah, I knew it was one per life.
I thought it was once per, like, round of the game.
Tiger Monk said I always played Adam.
Yep, Adam's really cool.
Adam's a cool character.
Well, I always used to play Adam because you used to always play Axel.
Yeah, because he's my boy. And you know what? This goes back to...
You can't say your boy when you're like, I got dibs on this person.
Look,
his name almost sounds like mine. He's got blonde hair and blue eyes. I see myself in him. Let me play as him, please.
His name has the same letters as mine. It's just mixed up.
It's true.
We were talking about when I was a kid. Not a kid. When I was at university, we at my fraternity, we were all saying, what would our porno names be? And mine was Axel Robson. Instead of Alex Robson. Yeah, it's great.
Now I just want to listen to the Streets of Rage soundtrack.
Green Day says, what's your PSN? What's that? Oh, PlayStation name? I have MK11 on PS4.
It is Dino-Zombies. And if you want to play any game with me and my brother, we're always playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, and we kick major butt.
Yeah.
Not even making that up. We actually are very good at the game.
We're very good.
Usually number 1 and number 2 at the top of the board each round. It's the only game that I can truly say that I've been very, very good at.
Yeah.
I'm a palper. He's a Kylo. Watch out.
If there's a Kylo and Palpatine coming for you, it's us, and we are dangerous. Oh, it makes me want to play that right now, man. Do we have to do this? I gotta have some dinner and stuff, but yeah. We should definitely play tomorrow for your birthday.
Yeah, sounds good.
Show me the power of the dark side. I love the Obi sass in that game as well.
Oh my god, it's so good.
This would be good practice for the younglings. Shade. Green Day said Guitar Lord 45 on PlayStation. Alright, if Guitar Lord 45 adds you, it's Green Day.
I got an ad the other day. I'll have to try and keep up with it. I'm not very good at keeping up with it, but I will try.
Can I say what my username is, or is it not PC for this?
You can say it, it's fine.
My username is one word, and it's the nuts, mate. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me in any username scenario where I was like, how is that not taken? And especially when you're playing Star Wars, and I kill someone, it's like, you've been killed by the nuts, mate. I love it.
So stupid.
You love that when I had it.
I do like your username quite a bit.
Yeah, so stupid. You love it.
It is still very stupid.
I'm Piercy on PlayStation, says Piercy. Alright, Piercy, we'll look out for you. Piercy adds you and you're like, who's that?
Do you think it's Piercy?
Skate is the best character.
Skate is lame. Skate is lame.
Guess who said that? The troll of the chat.
Oh.
Who's your least favorite character in Battlefront?
What, to play as?
Yeah, both good and bad.
Bad. Let me think about bad. Bosk. I absolutely hated playing as Bosk.
Yeah, Bosk is really bad.
That was real painful.
It's me, Bosk.
It's me, Bosk.
The famous Star Wars villain. And what about good? Finn?
I hated playing as Finn.
Finn, yeah. Yeah, those are my choices as well. They suck.
Oh, my earpiece fell out. I can't hear you.
And that's when... Oh, sorry. TX says, glad to have the cool brother back on here. He's talking about me. So what are your plans for your birthday then?
You keep asking me this. I have no plans.
You should have plans.
I'm going to let the day... See where the day takes me, bud.
It's dangerous on your 30th. It's a big day.
Yes, well, it would be bigger if I could actually do something, but we're, going through a global crisis, so I don't want to do...
We can play golf again, you know.
Yeah, but that means I'd have to get in the car with father, and I don't want to do that.
No, you wouldn't. You'd Chloe drop you off.
Yeah, I bet she'd love to do that.
Malachi Draws says, haven't purchased Battlefront yet. Well, you should. Battlefront 2.
I know it had a lot of flack when it first came out, but it has gotten so much...
Come a long way. The maps are great. Just the gameplay in general. I mean, we play primarily, Will and I are on Heroes versus Villains all the time. Like, we play online, and Heroes versus Villains is our go-to because it's great having 4-on-4, and him and I team up all the time. Who'd you say our good team up is? It's Anakin and Luke, isn't it?
Anakin and Luke, yeah.
Yeah. I'm Anakin, you're Luke. Yeah, that's the go-to. We haven't done Supremacy or any of the gameplays in quite some time.
I sometimes dabble in it when I'm not playing with you.
Right. TX says GTA 5 is supposed to be free today on the Epic Store. The site keeps crashing due to the amount of people on there. Oh, wow. That must be the... Wait, when's the free game PlayStation stuff happening again? Is that...
It's probably out now.
Probably is out now.
And it starts right now.
Piercy said, is that Ash from Evil Dead? Yes, it is.
Yes,
he drew that last week.
If you'd like to see me draw that, then check out my older videos and you can watch me draw it.
Green Day asks, it's Dino Dash Zombies, right? Yep, that's correct.
Dino Dash Zombies.
You gonna play your Dreamcast tomorrow?
Yeah, I got some new games that came in the post today.
Oh yeah, what'd you get?
Virtual Fighter 3 and oh god, allergies kicking in. Virtual Fighter 3, and I also got a racing game called like MSGR or something like that.
It's MSGR LP Elemento. Malachi says, sounds awesome, I have to get it. Yeah, get Battlefront 2. TX says, it's Ash from Pokemon, but he's grown up.
Yeah. If everyone gets Battlefront 2, we could play a giant game against everybody.
That'd be cool. Piercy said, will you ever stream with donations on?
I don't think you can do that on YouTube, can you?
I don't, not to my knowledge, no.
I know you can do that on Twitch, but I don't need donations. I'd rather people donate to me by buying art off of me.
Exactly, and don't feel obligated to have to.
No, I like this
donate.
free content.
Yeah. Doom, doom, doom. I could really go for more wine, Smythe.
Well, go get yourself more wine then.
I might do. Is that okay if I have a little wine break?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Goodbye, everyone. I'll be right back.
So besides playing games, I've also been doing a lot of studying today. Just sort of I'm trying to move my style more towards sharper edges and less roundness, because I've been really digging that look recently, and yeah, I'm kind of ready for a change in look, just to see, you know, a bit more Todd Knock, I'd say, like with the sharpness, and I'm trying to move away from being such goofy looking stuff and being so rounded. Like this Ash, you see he's got very rounded lines. With this, I'm trying to go a lot sharper, a bit more like Street Fighter type look. I don't know, I've been really vibing with that look recently, so that's kind of what I'm going for. I think it's always good to keep on your toes and try and switch up stuff every now and then. Trying different tools, experimenting, stuff like that. You never know what you're going to discover and what you're going to like. So you can see here I'm doing a lot more sharper lines, and I've been able to get more sharpness from using these Unipin fine liners over just using because when I was just using the zebra brush, then I was doing lots of curls and softness, and yeah, so I'm just trying to get a sharper line, because with what's going on in the world, since I'm not currently drawing a book, I'm just trying to see what I can do in my art to change it up, and I hope that you guys dig the results, because I do. So far, I really like the results. I also played the Dragon Ball Z fighting game with my wife today. She's not into any of that stuff, but she kicked my butt big time. She destroyed me in that game. Like, to the point where it looked like I was watching an episode, because it's just like absolute carnage.
Ooh, that is nice.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking a Santorini dry white wine.
Very nice. Very nice.
It is very nice, actually. Way better than the last glass I had. The last glass I had was some Spanish rubbish.
I like Spanish wines.
Yeah, I don't know. I do, and I don't really. It depends on. This is the pontiest thing we've ever had a discussion on a live stream, but it depends on what I'm eating when I'm having a Spanish wine.
All wine depends on what you're eating.
Yeah, but there's wine that you'll drink without eating anything and be like, that is Moorish, that is lovely.
Chianti for me.
Sure. And there's quite a load of Italian. I mean, pretty much most Italian wines I allow in that category because they just know what they're doing.
I allow it.
You only allow it because I allow it. Have you answered any questions or no?
Nope, just been chatting to myself.
Okay. Chatting to yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Greener said just requested you both. Piercy said you can. It's an app called Streamlabs for donations, but once again, you said you'd rather keep it free content.
Yeah.
TX said, when are you going to have another good artist on the stream? Shade.
I can have a bad artist on the stream if you like. My brother, everybody.
Hey, I can't draw. Tango Monk said, yep, I'll be sending you an email today, sir. For whatever you were talking about, I assume. I assume it's probably...
I think there's a commission going on.
Okay. Green Day says, I don't have many games on PS4, though, because I use Xbox One as well. It's cool.
Ooh.
Art with Derek said, Piercy, you look too young to be donating. Piercy said, you worked for Yogcast, so you must have been talking about Yogcast stuff.
No, I wasn't, but yes, I did. At one point, I was an editor for them. And yeah, it was right after university. I watched their videos when I was at university, and they always made me laugh. And I applied for a job, and I got it. But then I decided to pursue comics instead, full time.
Yeah. Green said, like a box of chocolates, you never know what you're going to get. Don't know what you were talking about, but I assume it has something to do with that.
I can't remember.
Malachi says, where are you guys and what time is it there?
I am in England.
We are,
as long as
we are in the south of England.
Yeah.
And it is currently 6:30 p.m.
Yeah. Where we are exactly is none of your business.
Proper no A. Oh, the inks are making that come together nicely.
Thank you. I know. Look, so this is what I was chatting about when you were gone. How I'm trying to sort of switch up my art style a bit, and I know what you respond to that you like, and you like it when I do sharper lines,
tight, sharper
like
lines,
zigzag. Instead, like you see how Ash has smoothness to him.
Yeah, I love that, man.
You like the sharpness.
Yeah,
and I've been really digging the sharpness too recently, so that's why I'm trying to move towards that as being my.
They're just there. I think it's almost like less is more when it comes to that. You know what I mean? Like, there's his features; they're more visible. He pops more. Those thin, sharp lines and the way you're doing it, yeah, it helps make it look. It helps make it look more crisp and more professional. Yeah. If I'm honest.
I agree, and I've been really enjoying doing sharper stuff.
Yeah, dig it. Such a weird hodgepodge of characters on this whole thing.
That's the point.
I know, it's just so funny, like thinking about. You got one more after this, right? And then that's
yep,
it.
One more after this. Cool.
Piercy says ASMR stream. What noise did we make that was ASMR? Is that the wine drinking I did? Malachi says, mind giving you PS names again so I can crest you when I get Battlefront? Not at all. Will's is Dino-Zombies. So Dino as in dinosaur. dash zombies, and mine is the nuts mate. One word.
Because he eats peanuts with the shell on.
That's the nuts mate. That is not the reason I'm called the nuts mate. It's because it's a phrase here in England where if you're good at something, someone goes, have you ever played football? You go, oh, I'm the nuts mate. So that's what that is, because if someone goes, you ever played Battlefront 2? I go, oh, I'm the nuts mate. And it works in two different ways. One, because I'm amazing at it. And two, it's because my PlayStation name is the nuts mate.
I wouldn't say you're amazing.
Oh,
I'd say I'm amazing.
I would say that I have come a long way in my skills.
Yes.
From Padawan to Jedi Master. I remember when I started, I was like, I ain't going to be able to do this. I'm dying constantly. But I found my characters. I found my groove. I like a character in that game that is full on offense. Like, can go in there, swinging, and do some proper damage. And that is definitely Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren, like, has great moves, and I love the freeze move. I love when people start running away from me. I'm like, oh no, you're not going anywhere, and I just freeze them and then run up to them and just slash them to bits. He's got a great, like, almost, it's like, you know how I always play as Wolverine? He's the same. Like, I love characters that are like, you can just go in there and just mess stuff up. God, it's so hard not cursing, but yeah, really do some damage with those types of characters. And that's what I like. And if I get, if they don't have great defense and stuff, I can deal with that because you can dodge. That's enough for me to get around it. And Anakin's the same way. Anakin, once he goes in there, like, his lightsaber does so much damage. And he does a really great maneuver where
more of a tank, I'd say.
Yeah, he is. Well, much like Vader, which is obviously the same person. I like how you were designating characters for situations where you're like, when I just want to go in there and, like, I do damage, I'm Vader. Like, I'm a tank. That's my tank. And what would you refer Palpatine as then? Is your
Palpatine is my
air assault?
I guess you would call them thief when you're thinking in RPGs. He's my quick guy. He's got low health, but he does high damage, and you got to dodge. So he's definitely my thief. My agility, I guess.
Got you. Piercy says ASMR speaking with the peanuts and shells. Well, I did that already on the stream, didn't I? I ate peanuts with the shells on.
Yeah.
Green says, I vote for the last character to be Major Glory from Dexter's Lab or Darkwing Duck.
Major Glory will definitely go on the voting.
Major Glory!
Major Glory!
Malachi says, can't wait to play. Piercy says, do you have Battlefront 1? We did. We used to play it a lot when we lived with one another quite a few years back. But
yeah, I own it, but I definitely have no interest in playing it ever again.
No. Battlefront 2 has just done so much improvement on what was a bad game when it came out. I remember playing Battlefront 2 with you and being like, mate, do you want to just go play Battlefront 1 again? Because this is bad. But they've done so much to that game, and it's definitely the best Star Wars game I've ever played.
Yeah, agreed. Besides Knights of the Old Republic. That
Piercy said,
a spot in my heart.
Piercy said, would you make Dino Zombies shirts?
Only if it was when it becomes a legitimate thing. Otherwise, there's no point in having a shirt of a dead brand.
Dead brand? Haha.
Haha.
This wine is so good.
Is the wine good?
The wine is delicious. I also love playing Battlefront 2 with you, like mornings when I used to go into London and I used to work in London. There'd be mornings on the weekend where I would have gone out with like a bunch of my mates and stuff the night before, and I just looked like Palpatine playing Battlefront with you, because for all those that were asking about Battlefront, my brother and I, we play and we FaceTime each other whilst we play. So we can make comments and things, and
like, look out, Vader's behind you.
Yeah, and also develop some battle strategies if we're losing or if we need to recalibrate. So it's so funny because I'll just be on that call with a hood up, and my head's like, I've got forehead wrinkles for days. I had a dream where Gordon Ramsay told me that basically I had more wrinkles than him. And yeah, I just had this hood up, and I would just be playing like this, and I'd be like, good. So yeah, very Palpatine when I'm hungover playing Battlefront. Greedo says, I'm challenging Will to Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 when it comes out on PS4.
Oh, you'll get your butt kicked, so let's do it.
I can't wait till that comes out and to play online.
I've always
and do
been
all
good
of that.
at the Tony Hawk games.
I've been good at those games as well. I played those games lots.
Me too, bud. Me too. Good stuff.
Herminia says Battlefront 2 is fire. He knows. And Pissy says I only have Battlefront 1 and no PlayStation Network. Well, that sucks. I'm sorry. Well, if you ever manage to, it's a good use of your money for sure. Playing online, and I mean, we spent hours sometimes playing that game, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Where your wife would be like, "I'm going to bed."
At the beginning of the year, I was very into that game.
Oh, at the beginning of the year, because they had all these double and triple XP weekends.
Yeah, I've fully upgraded all my characters because I just had to.
I mean, your poor wife had to sit there and watch you do all of that.
No, but it helped me with work. It was like, what I do is, for a break from work, I'd be like, I'm just going to play some Battlefront. I'd always ask her, like, is it cool if I do this? Because sometimes, she's like, no, I want to, like, chill and watch something. I totally get it.
Yeah.
And the only time she'd be watching is when I'd be doing bad. And she'd be like, wow, you suck. And I'd be like, oh.
You know what? Maybe she's watching more because you don't know, but she's only commenting on when you're doing bad, just to get under your skin.
She liked when the droids came out and watched me play as BB-8.
Yeah, that was great. You zoom.
Zum. I'm a droid. Zum.
Doom doom doom. Doodly doo doo doodly doo doo.
Axel Axe.
Do you know why? Do you know why I'm
my
singing?
brother's name.
Do you know why I'm singing that? Because one, it's a song that you sing all the time and it gets stuck in your head. Like that's one of the only songs that if I sing that, you will literally sing it non-stop. But also, I was just watching a Simpsons episode, and Mo is on the radio, and he's like, Mo, Mo, Mo. Why don't you like me? Why don't you like me? Mo, Mo, Mo. Seriously, nobody likes me. Just keeps on going like that. I was cracking up. He's really making me laugh. I wanted to record it and send it to you.
Which is the voice. Same voice as Eddie Brock on Spider-Man the Animated Series.
It is indeed. Seriously, nobody likes me. It's just the way he says that. It breaks the tune.
Oh, man. Oh, freaking allergies, man. Whoa.
Greedo says, only online games I have for PS4 are Mortal Kombat 11 and Major League Baseball. I don't think... Do I have Mortal Kombat 11? No, I have Mortal Kombat 10. That's the game that I got. And
yeah,
you
I
got...
don't have Mortal Kombat 11. I have Mortal Kombat 10.
And Piercy
I
says...
just have the XL version. Which has all the downloaded characters, like Predator and stuff.
Piercy says, this is wholesome content. Seeing you two just talking, this makes me happy. Oh, good.
That's what this is all about now, is wholesome content.
Unlike
our podcast, which is X-rated. This is lovely, wholesome content.
This makes me happy. Piercy, do you listen to our podcast as well? And also, Piercy, can I ask, how old are you, man? Because someone else pointed out with your profile picture, and it looks like a school picture that I would have taken when I was quite young. So I'm interested to know.
I'm only 7. But I could still kick your butt.
In Battlefront.
You chump.
Can you imagine if we're inviting these people into Battlefront, and then we're like, all right, here we go. And we get smashed. They just come in and destroy us, and we're like, ugh.
Let them fight me one-on-one, and we shall see.
Oh, do you know what? That one time, and it's only happened once, where you and me were on opposite teams, and I remember I was fighting people, and then you're like, I'm coming for you. And I just see you running towards me, and I'm like, no!
Yeah, I pinpointed you big time. I was like, you
were the Emperor, which I hated. So annoying. Yeah, we were just gunning for each other. What's the Streets of Rage theme?
The theme, well, the opening credits is boo doo doo.
Oh yeah. Piercy says I'm 13 question mark. I don't know if he's saying it and then saying I'm 13. Why are you asking?
Yeah, especially you should not be talking to 13-year-olds, my brother.
He's in the chat and I'm on a stream. What do you want from me?
I'm 13 and I'm discovering many new things about myself and my body.
You're making it weird, not me. He finds this wholesome content. All right, Piercy, do you listen to the podcast? Because that is, I don't know. You know what? When I was 13, though, I would listen to all of that. You know what I mean? I would have dealt with all of that. Oh, and I ain't got that in my head.
I'm sorry, I don't get things in your head, okay? You get things in your head.
I do,
and you push the blame on somebody else. You're like, oh, why'd you get that in my head? It's all you, bud. It is all you.
All me.
No, take that off because then I'll get...
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Copyright infringement.
Sound like something else you were doing there.
We can sing it. Skiddly scat, skiddly scat, cow. My favorite is when the boss comes in.
Piercy says I listen to a lot of stuff I shouldn't. Sounds like a typical 13-year-old to me. Oh, shut up!
Sounds like a typical 13-year-old to me.
Why do I come on these things? Hey, you want to come on and just everything you say gets made fun of?
Not everything you say. I do that anyway, regardless of what we're doing on a stream.
I know, I take a lot of abuse from you.
Yeah, you give it right back, bud.
I mean, you are the older brother, so it's fine.
I won't tell if you don't.
For example, explicit music, podcasts, comic books, and TV shows. Yep. I mean, we saw RoboCop when we were like 8.
Yep, and Jaws when I was like 3. You know why we saw RoboCop? Because they made action figures for that.
Yeah, that's true, man. Like, there's so many things. They should not have made toys for kids, because we would see
Terminator
a toy and be like,
toys
what's
as
that?
well.
Yeah, and we would immediately go, well, what is this? I want to see it. Rated 15 or 18, and we were like, well, we're allowed.
Oh, our parents didn't care.
No, they didn't.
It hasn't turned us into horrible people. It's made us into cinephiles.
It's true. Do you remember the first time you saw Terminator 2?
No, I don't hold that movie as... I'm not a Terminator guy.
I remember the first time you saw Terminator 2, because it was also the first time I saw Terminator 2 as well. You will never guess. First of all, where do you think we were when we saw Terminator 2?
Nannies? I don't know.
We were in Africa.
In Africa?
When we were...
You know, those days when we used to travel in Africa.
Brother.
Well,
this wasn't one of our Africa trips. This was different. We went to Spain to our grandmother's house.
Right.
And we took a boat from Spain to Africa because our parents knew somebody. Do you remember they lived on like a massive estate? And when we drove in, there were chickens like running all over the place.
I remember going to Spain. I don't remember going to Africa though.
Yeah, this was in Africa, and they had a personal chef there. They had staff there. They were really, really rich, and there were kids there as well. But the kids didn't speak great English, and they're like, "Go play," and we're like, "What?" So the kids chose Terminator 2, and it was in English, but it had subtitles, and you and me watched Terminator 2 with them, and they were reading the subtitles. We were watching the film, which was in English, and it was like the only thing that we had that we're like, oh, like to react to, because we obviously both got what was going on. And I must have been 8, so you must have been 5.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I don't remember. I was way too young.
That's why you don't remember, yeah. But that's when we saw Terminator 2 for the first time. No,
I really do not remember. Is this when we went to Spain and we got obsessed playing that Jurassic Park arcade game?
No, that was France that we were in.
Oh, that was France, not Spain. You're right.
We went to Spain and we went over with our mum and our dad in the boat. Our dad got seasick.
So that means I've been to Africa twice?
It does mean that. We went to North Africa.
I thought I'd only been to Africa once.
They lived close to Morocco, I believe, which is Northern African coast.
Interesting. I have no memory.
Yeah, I'll ask our father about that soon, because I know he'll be able to provide more detail. But I specifically remember going to this massive house, and I remember going to the kitchen and the chef making food and asking me.
Of course, you remember that. You were a very fat child.
I was, and now you're just a very fat adult, aren't you?
I
am. Yeah, and I remember watching Terminator 2 for the first time, and you were there as well, and we were watching it. And just I forget what the kids looked like, but I just specifically remember going down that long dirt road driveway, and there were chickens running all around. I'm like, chickens! And I was like,
are we going to eat them?
Probably, yeah. It's probably what the personal chef was making. Piercy says, no nudity though, I'm too pure for that stuff. Good for you, Piercy. Have some morals. Greener says, thoughts on the Cyber Ninja Robocop skin from Mortal Kombat 11. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool.
I haven't seen that.
He looks great. And he comes out of the car with the gun holster, and he pulls the gun. He's like, your move, creep.
I can tell you now, the lineup for the last game was excellent. So I'm looking forward to... So who is the lineup in this new one? It's Spawn and RoboCop.
Ninja Turtles was in the last one, wasn't it?
No, that was Injustice.
Oh, that's right. It was Injustice. Jason and Freddy, those were all in the last one, weren't they?
Freddy wasn't in it because I have it and there was no Freddy in mine.
Oh, was Chucky
maybe
in it?
He was supposed to be. Alien was in it. Predator was in it. Leatherface is in it. Jason's in it. But
Chucky? Was
no
Chucky in
Chucky.
it? No. Greenia says, and do you usually play as a pro skater or create yourself in the game of Tony Hawk Pro
I'll
Skater?
probably create myself, I think.
I used to play as Tony Hawk, surprise, surprise.
I used to play as, was it Bucky Lassick, I think? Yeah.
And I used to play as someone, was it like McDonald or something like that? Like, I feel like Mac was in his surname.
Bam Margera as well.
Bam, yeah, that's a good point. I feel like there was someone Mac, but his first name began with an A too, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I can't remember.
I just hope that they keep the controls the way they were originally. Do not change that up.
They have. If you watch Jablinski,
I did watch the Jablinski, but I'm still not sure.
Yeah, they're doing the same thing. Look at Jack Black. He hasn't played it in like 15, 20 years, and he picked it up and knew what he was doing right away.
Okay. A shame.
Piercy says, I have the original Mortal Kombat on the SNES.
Me too. And number 2, I got many SNES games. I love that stuff.
He's looking good.
Thanks, bud.
Oh, Piercy's sent us who are the characters. So Shang Tsung, which I think is Old Man Shang Tsung from the Mortal Kombat films. It's the same actor.
Right.
Nightwolf, Terminator T-800. That's right, they did the T-800. Sindel, Joker.
Joker, that was it.
Spawn, And then we had... Oh, we got more here. Robocop, Fujin, and Shiba. Not as many great choices as the last game, if I'm honest. Like,
I don't know, dude. Robocop, Spawn, and Joker, that's pretty cool.
And Terminator.
Yeah, that's not bad in my book.
Yeah. Yeah, I just loved the Predator being that game. Oh man, I watched that today, and I love that movie from start to finish. It is a near perfect action.
Yeah, it's in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. It's just so good.
It's so good. The music is fantastic by Alan Silvestri. I love every single cue he makes for that film, and the way they establish the team and the mission very quickly, but also they do such a good job with the dialogue, like that helicopter scene where they you get to see everybody's characteristics and like little funny tropes that they do. Yeah, the raid on the drug dealers, and then Predator introducing himself, and then figuring out that it's not human. All of that is just, I was like, this is so much fun. And the setting of the jungle, it's just, you're like, yeah, there is no escape from that jungle.
There is not a weak link character on that squad. They're all very unique and very individual, and it really makes them all stand out very well.
I mean, tiny details like the guy that likes to shave constantly, you know, and then has like Jesse Ventura's his best friend, and he's just like looking at the moon. He's like, "Here we are, you and me once again." I love all of that. Oh man, it's such a good film. And Arnold is honestly, I love Terminator, and I love Last Action Hero. Like those are my top Arnold films. But Predator is my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger film ever. He's so good as Dutch in that. I love when she shows them the blood, and he's like, "If it bleeds, we can kill it." You're like, "Yes!" That's exactly.
I ain't got time to bleed.
I ain't got time to bleed.
Yeah? No?
Watch the stream and you'd know.
Yeah, don't you watch the stream? Jesus! Way to support me!
Don't take the Lord's name in vain.
It's nearly my birthday. I'm ruining my stream.
Oh, Green says, I'm hoping they introduce a Combat Pack 2 with Ash Williams. That would be cool.
That would be awesome.
They brought Ashy Larry on there. That'd be great.
Love that you call him Ashy Larry. Like, really, that makes me laugh a lot. Like, I'm not laughing, but it's very funny.
I'm not laughing.
When I was drawing it and you were like, really enjoying Ashy Larry, I was like, God damn it, that's hilarious.
Ashy Larry looks great, bud. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-dam. Come on, do it! I'm here, kill me! Kill me now!
I love in Streets of Rage how like the bricks are like green.
Do you know what I was about to do? This is so stupid. I was like, you know what you should draw for your last character on there, bud? Predator. And I look above the one you're drawing that says Predator. I'm like, oh yeah, he's already done that.
Well, draw a better one.
I still want to see... Actually, Major Glory is a really good one. That's a good suggestion. But I want to see your Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Alright, I'll put that on the list.
Especially because Grievous would be right above him. That would be pretty
I would just have him looking up saying, hello there.
You did a good job on that Predator, actually. I'm looking at his skin tone right now. And after just watching it today, you nailed that sort of like alien flesh he has.
I think the Predator is one of the best things I've ever drawn.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
No one seems to talk about it.
You guys see my Predator? It's pretty great.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of my Predator.
Herminio says, I agree. Predator is the best for Arnold. Kindergarten Cop was my favorite too. Oh, I love
yeah, and
Kindergarten.
Jingle All the Way because it's terrible, but it's so
And
funny.
yeah, Jingle All the Way. Oh my God.
From
Arnold,
the
like.
3 with Meister. There's
Arnold
so many
was
great
just.
Arnold quotes in that movie.
He was just so diverse for action and comedy. Like, the fact that he got to do both genres and could show his
he pushed for
flexibility.
comedy. He wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And his agents were like, no. And he's like, no, trust me. I want the switch up.
And he paved the way for people like Dwayne Johnson to do comedy and action and stuff because, yeah, you see muscle-bound people like that, you're like, oh yeah, they're just action stars, and they'll be like side characters or, big action hero, and that's it. Oh, you know what?
Have you been watching
his live streams? They've been great.
Funny.
With the donkeys in the.
It was like, have you seen their first birthday?
Yeah. I've seen all of that.
And then all he did was the other day, he posted a 3-minute long video of his donkeys running around in his garden.
Was he going, yeah?
No, he doesn't say a thing. He's just enjoying filming his donkeys. And I just
lovely.
Just loved that.
I'm not trying to take the spotlight here. It's all about my donkeys.
But it's so funny as well. Like, who knew he would have ended up like as an old 70-year-old man who is a vegan and like owns donkeys and is like pretty damn chill.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it makes up for all of the animals he's eaten throughout his lifetime.
The many of the animals. They were
he
delicious, but no.
He probably ate whole chickens each time. You know what another Arnold film I love is True Lies. I love True Lies.
Which one is True Lies?
That's the James Cameron one. That's when he's a secret agent.
I've only seen that once, and that was with you like 5 years ago.
Oh yeah,
so I remember. I was like, "What is this movie?" I was like, "This is excellent." And you were like, and you were so jealous because you're like, "I'm so jealous that you get to like watch this for the first time."
It's a great film.
It's just one of those movies that just somehow I just never knew existed.
You got Bill Paxton in there as the sleazy car salesman trying to sleep with his wife.
Car.
Yep. Oh man, what a great film! And it's that end scene where he flies that jet, and right before he shoots the rocket, he goes, "You're fired," and then shoots the rocket. He actually said, "You're fired" before Trump did.
I don't know. Did he? That show's been on TV for a long time.
Yeah, True Lies came out in like.
Yeah, but I mean that was a pun anyway.
Yeah. Green Day says, but then Grievous would have the high ground. That's true. Because he's above Obi-Wan in it.
Not if I draw him upside down.
Herminia says, True Lies was really awesome. Piercy says, can you do number 6, Ben Hargreaves from Umbrella Academy for the last fan art? Piercy, if you submit it, then he'll put it up on his vote, and you can vote for what you want, and the highest vote, just like today, will win the final block on his... what do you call this? The 6 what?
6 fan art challenge.
That's right.
And when it's done, I'll probably be starting up another one, I think. It's really good fun, this.
Yeah, it is. Paggles. Paggles, I've never seen you before, but obviously you love True Lies enough to go True Lies is fire with the fire emoji.
Paggles is the one that ordered the Wolverine commission. I hope your dad really liked it.
Oh, cool.
And I know her because we knew each other at university. In this country.
True Lies is so good. And also, there's a scene, like, I've never found Jamie Lee Curtis attractive. Just never did it for me. But there's a scene in that movie where she thinks she's, like, stripping and she's undercover, but it's really her husband, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I was like, as a kid, I was like, whoa, that is bang out. Lots of things I can't say, but yes.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. Piercy said Arnold was the host for The Apprentice after Trump. Yes, he was. You're fired. He just plays that clip from True Lies every time. Man, I miss True Lies. I gotta watch that too. I'm going on such a nostalgia trip down all the great films that I loved so much as a kid.
What else did I love as a child?
Yeah, this is great. This is like... Doing these streams, I get reminded of things where I'm like, yeah, I've got to do that. That sounds fun. I've got to watch that. I'm debating whether I watch Predator 2 or not.
I'm not hugely into that film. I feel like there's something about it, like the mise en scène is really cool and like the premise is great. I just feel like the execution is not there in that movie.
Yeah. Is it because he's killing a load of drug dealers to begin with, and there's like a detective? Like he's not so much hunting.
No, I don't
people.
mind that as the story plot. I don't know. I don't think that what's his name from Lethal Weapon was a great choice after someone like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, that's
to have a
true.
guy going, oh, 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 oh. He's always in that movie like, oh, oh, with his gun, like, what's going on, man?
I'm getting too old for this. Oh,
I'm way too old for this now.
Yeah, you're Bill Paxton in that though. Gary Busey. Gary Busey is that like professional alien hunter crew. Oh, that was so funny. His big old white teeth. Oh yeah, Green Day said his apprentice line wasn't "you're fired," he'd say "you're terminated." That's true.
I never watched The Apprentice. I've never seen a single episode. Been watching Shark Tank again though.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Is there a new season?
I've just gone back and watched old ones because I can't remember any of the stuff from it.
I remember watching that, and our dad saw on it. He's like, "This is awful." I was like, "What?" He's like, "All of these people are awful, dreadful, terrible, like spoiled rich Americans trying to do this."
Me and my wife always joke that you're like what's his name?
Who?
The Russian-born one.
The Russian-born one?
The guy in the end that's always smiling.
Oh, yeah.
We always say that's you if you had money and hair plugs.
What's his name?
Robert,
thank you. And he's always going after Laurie.
Yeah.
There's always like a
Who
thing
looks a bit
that...
like your ex-wife. If she had money and was successful as well.
A little bit. What we got here? Who is your daddy and what does he do? Put that cookie down now! Oh, my two favourite lines other than his Terminator ones. Yep, definitely. A great film is The Blob or Doctor Strangelove. I've never seen The Blob or Doctor Strangelove.
What's the first one they said?
The Blob.
I've seen both. Now, here's something about The Blob. I saw that on TV way too young as a kid. And there's a scene in the sewers where this half, like, digested person pops up and they're like, yeah! And I was like, ah! Like, as a kid, like, it scared the crap out of me.
You have a young Alyssa Dushku that was Faith from Buffy. She played the daughter in True Lies. Oh, yeah, she did. Yeah. She was also... she was in a load of things in the 90s. Wasn't she, like, Bring It On? She was sexy in that. There was a load of things. Yeah, she was great. Love Arnold. Tengu Monk says, love Arnold in Conan. I've never seen Conan.
I've never seen Conan either.
I feel like I should, in this time, watch Conan. I've never seen it, and I wonder if it's going to be something that I should have watched as a kid that will have nostalgia, or if it actually does hold up and is a great film.
There's only one way to find out.
Green Day asks, how did your New York pizza come out?
How do you know about it? Did I talk about that?
Yeah, you did.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. It actually was
How do you know about this? Because I'm outside your door right now.
It turned out amazing, actually. Really, really good. And we're having another one tomorrow. Best home pizza I've ever had. It was like just the cheese, the crust. It was also really spot on.
Yeah, it looked nice.
I'm just wrapping this up. So do you want to ask a question so people can win a free copy of... What have we got today? Spider-Ham. Issue number 2. If you'd like to win the digital download code for this issue, listen to what my brother has to say, and whoever answers it first in the comments with the correct spelling will win
it. I should always have a question prepared before I do this. Do you know that? Oh my god, Streets of Rage was released in 1991.
Mm-hmm.
So you were only 1 year old.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay, question time. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
What system was Streets of Rage 1 on? What was the only system that Streets of
There are
Rage...
two answers because they have different names in different regions.
In different countries, yeah, I know that. But what was the only system that it was available on when it was released in 1991? Oh God, so irritating. So you're gonna wake up tomorrow and you're like, I'm 30, and you're gonna.
Yep.
What are you gonna have for breakfast? Are you having a special breakfast?
Probably croissants with a glass of orange juice and tonic.
Chad Fraser says Commodore 64.
That's not the correct.
That's the right answer. Piercy says Sega Genesis.
There you go.
Piercy got it right.
Well done, Piercy. Email me if you want that copy of Spider-Ham issue 2. The other correct answer would have been Sega Mega Drive, as that's what it's called in the UK. Don't ask me why, it just is the name of it.
Yep. Yes, they didn't like the name Genesis. Malachi Draws says Nintendo, and Chad Fraser again says Commodore 64. It's not Nintendo or Commodore 64. The first Streets of Rage 1 was available on the Sega Genesis or the Sega Mega Drive, as it's called here in the UK.
Sega. All right, I'm done.
Looks great.
I'm very happy with that.
Digging it.
So what do you guys think of this more edgier, punchier style? Less smooth.
Yeah, I think that's way better. Suits your style more. It makes their features pop more. Looks really good.
Well, thank you very much, buddy. Actually, I'm going to take a little bit of this chin away. It's a bit too big of a chin.
I got a big chin.
There you go. Alright, thank you very much, everybody, for watching. I will not be streaming tomorrow, as it is my birthday. If you want to watch something right now, apparently Jonathan Rector is live on YouTube, so everyone go to youtube.com/artbyjar to check him out, or just search Jonathan Rector. He's a great artist, and then tell him that you came from my stream into his. Alright, thank you everybody. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you Monday, where we will be drawing a Spider-Man from Spider-Man, the Animated Series podcast, as that is the next commission on my list. If you'd like to get a commission, email me at robsonrequest@gmail.com, and my wife will hook you up with the price list. We can chat, we can have a laugh, I can draw you something, post it, it'll be great. And check out any of my social media at RobsonINK, that's RobsonINK, and you can find me anywhere in there. Brother, plug away.
So yeah, he'll be drawing Spider-Man from Spider-Man the Animated Series on Monday. So I'll join you for that one, for sure. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that because we do a podcast based on Spider-Man the Animated Series where we review episodes, interview voice actors, interview writers from the show, review loads of different merchandising that was around the show, and just embrace and celebrate the show for what it was. I said show a lot there, but it's a great show. So log into any of your podcast platforms, wherever you get your podcasts, type in Spider-Man the Animated Series podcast. It will be there. Make sure you follow and subscribe, and check us out on the social medias too. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, Spider-Man the Animated Series podcast. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And as always, have a lovely weekend, and we will see you next time.
See you next time. I can't swear. Viewers.
And now we have... While I was doing the outro, you should have been like, okay, I'm going to get the end of the stream lined up, because now we're just talking live.
Yeah.
Aren't we?
And now we're ending. Goodbye.
Goodbye.